So we are just continuing. This is the IR spectrum of this molecule, commonly called adamantanone. So you look at here, starting from 333 per centimeter, ending with 4000 per centimeter. So this is a IR. Along y-axis. We are taking percent transmittance, right? You see, this is the percent having a high transmittance, going level, and then there is a little absorbance, and then there is a absorbance, then these are the absorbances, and then it is no absorbance in this region. Again we are getting an absorbance here, and it is moving further like this one. So we have highlighted this A, B, C and D. Similarly, E and F, these are the intense absorbance that we only observe in this case. So what this belongs, what kind of bond they are presenting such absorbances. This is A. A is belonging to OH because we have an alcoholic group. Look at above 3000 to 4000, we only get OH signal. It means this is a not only OH but also NH, SH, etc. So we have these signals, it means belongs to OH, NH or SH. All right. So we have in this molecule OH bond. So it means these belongs to that. But Y2 signal, this signal is due to free OH, non-hydrogen bonded OH, non-hydrogen bonded. It is appearing at this position. And this one is the one which is showing a OH hydrogen bonded. And this hydrogen bonded is appearing around 3460. And this one, which is not hydrogen bonded, is appearing at this. Why hydrogen bonded appear at lower value? Always I have presented earlier that because in case the group present here hydrogen bonded, this is definitely a intramolecular hydrogen bonded here. No intramolecular hydrogen bonding is not possible. This is the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So intermolecular hydrogen bonding, electron density from a heteroatom transfers towards hydrogen, which causes a decrease in partial positive charge on hydrogen. As a result, the electrostatic forces of attraction between hydrogen and oxygen decreases. This is the reason, if this electrostatic forces decreases, mean force constant decreases. This is the reason it absorbs at lower value. So I hope it shall be justified for all molecules. If higher value shall belong to a non-hydrogen bonded OH or NH or SH, and this broad signal and intense signal shall always present a intermolecular hydrogen bonding. If we are interested to check what kind of hydrogen bonding is this, so we cause dilution. When we cause the dilution, if this signal gets weak, it means it is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. If it doesn't get weak, it is same for a different concentration, it means it is a intramolecular hydrogen bonding. This is how we can get confirmed. Now look at the signal C. What is this? This is in a region 2900 something. This is a value 2960. This is only and only CH stretchings. CH stretchings. These are CH stretchings, right? So which are appearing here. CH bending appears in this region. These are the CH bendings appearing in this fingerprint region, right? So this is the signal which is CH stretching. This is OH stretching, hydrogen, non-hydrogen bonded and hydrogen bonded signal. And the most intense signal we get for this D is the most intense signal. So this is around 1710. This is the region where aldehyde or ketones appear. You see, this is the ketone which is present in this case. It appears at that range. So this is the region belongs to carbon oxygen double bond. This E and F, they are in fingerprint region. So E belongs to secondary methyl or tertiary methyl, etc. And carbon oxygen bond appearing at this range around 1100, 1200 region, in fact. So these are the all called fingerprint region, not giving us a very good information, but these region are giving us a very good information. I hope this shall be clear to everybody. So we are proceeding further. Let's say this is another molecule. It is being presented. We have this functional group present. No, there are many functional group present in this region. One, nitro. Nitro have a nitrogen oxygen double bond. So this is one of the important aspect. Now look at, there are another functional group carbon triple bond is a functional group present here. Similarly, carbon, this is carboxylic acid. So carbon oxygen double bond we are having. Similarly, oxygen hydrogen bond we are having. So we have OH, C double bond O, C triple bond with C, and nitrogen double bond with O. We have four functional group present in addition to carbon nitrogen, carbon oxygen single bonds. And similarly, carbon carbon double and carbon carbon, there is no carbon carbon single bond are also present, but carbon carbon double bonds are also present. So all carbon carbon double bond, carbon nitrogen, carbon oxygen single bond, all shall go to fingerprint region above, up till here. 13, 12, 1300. All these are basically fingerprint region. So F and G, if you look at here, F and G are F and G. Here, all of these some groups are being fingerprint region, carbon, carbon, single bond, carbon, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, all appears in this region. This is called fingerprint region. Now, there are some signal which are very important. Let's say this signal appearing at D, which is 1690. And similarly, this value which is appearing around, this is C, 2225. And these are the different values B, A, right? So A is a value which is appearing around 3100, which is this one. B is 2400 to 3200, both of these. All right. So these are the different values which are appearing in this case. What I am interested is just to present here. First of all, let's say this nitrogen double bond O. Nitrogen double bond O also appear around this region 1500 something. Let's see if I present here nitrogen oxygen double bond. This is this signal is around T is 1690, 1605. We are getting so this is our conjugated nitrogen oxygen double bond is appearing 1520. So this is the F, 1500 something is the signal where we have a nitrogen oxygen double bond appearing in this case. And next to this, we are having a carbon carbon triple bond. If you remember, this appear around 2200, which is this one. This is a 20. C is the conjugated carbon carbon triple bond, right? So similarly, look at here carbon oxygen double bond in carboxylic acid, which appear around 1700. So this D value 1690, which belongs to this value is lower. If it is carboxylic acid simple, let's say acetic acid, it appears around 1750, 15, 1710 around. But this value is lower than that. Why? Because this carbonyl is conjugated with this ring, this carbon carbon triple bond and this phenyl ring. So it has many resonance forms. Our double bond character is not 100%. It is single bond character mixed with due to resonance. So this is the reason it is absorbing at lower value. And similarly, move further, we have OH. So OH may be non-hydrogen bonded. It may be hydrogen bonded. So in that case, this value which is being presented here around OH, this signal which is appearing in 36 and very broad like this. So this is in fact some of the moisture is present in the sometime we are making this solution, but sometime if we have a solid, so this solid can be used for IR. So in IR we use KBr, potassium bromide. Potassium bromide is a salt, anhydrous potassium bromide, because it doesn't show any absorbance in IR region. If we are using a, let's say, chloroform, so we shall get a CH stretching, we shall get a carbon chlorine bond stretchings. If we are using diethyl ether as a solvent, so carbon oxygen absorbent, although they are appearing in the fingerprint region, so it shall go not be bringing a big information. But if let's say we are using methanol, in case of methanol we shall get OH stretching. So if OH is also present in the molecule, it shall confuse. So we cannot use ethanol, we cannot use methanol, we cannot use water, we cannot use any other polar solvent for this. So if our compound is polar, it is not soluble in chloroform or in diethyl ether. So we are supposed to dissolve that in alcohol. So as a result, what we do is, if we cannot use alcohols, but they are polar, they can dissolve the polar components. So we are using, in fact, some entities which are not polar, right? So one of the solution is, we mix the compound, solid compound of our, with potassium bromide, which is a amorphous, colorless solid. So when we the anhydrous potassium bromide is mixed up with this, so it grind it, and then we have a machine, which is a press. In fact, we add in that, it adds around more than 60 kilogram or higher than what it marks on this one, and presses this. Once it's pressed, it form a disc. This disc contains potassium bromide and our organic molecule. So when IR radiation passes through this disc, so potassium bromide show no absorbance, but our molecule shows absorbance. So this is how we get a good spectrum in KBr. So this is what we call, this is why this is called KBr disk. So not only in solution phase, we can also carry out this in KBr disk normally. But KBr is not 100% anhydrous some of the time. It contains some water. So these signals are coming from water signal, hydrogen bonded water inside the KBr. So this is the most of the time we get these signals inside. And similarly, just look further. The signal A is appearing around 3100. These are the stretchings. But carboxylic acid is showing you an absorbance which is very roughly estimated in this case. So these are the signals coming for A is written 3100 and B is 24 to 3200. This is for OH, hydrogen bonded, in fact. So, but this has been confused. This is non-hydrogen bonded. This is the CH stretchings, in fact. So this is a molecule I just wanted to present just for a comparison. Look at another molecule which is presented here. We are having this is in fact called amino acid, but this is recorded in Nujol mul. What is Nujol? Nujol is a liquid. Nujol is an oily type compound, colorless oil. So Nujol is having a colorless oil. So Nujol have a CH stretching. It is petroleum product, in fact. So it has only CH stretching, a carbon-carbon stretching, all appear in fingerprint region here. This one. So here in this case, let's say this carbon-carbon signal due to solvent is appearing in this case, other in fingerprint region. This signal is most absorbed. So this is carbon, hydrogen, and carbon-carbon stretchings are appearing in this fingerprint region for this solvent. So Nujol is useful when we are having a compound which is soluble in it, but this compound is not soluble. So we make a paste in Nujol, because if we are preparing this in KBr, so it is already a salt. So both salts sometimes exchange H positive ion to this one. So we shall give you signal. But look at here, what are the characteristic signal? This is the, if you remember, Schweterine form. Schweterine is what, in which this carboxylic, this is an amino acid. This is called tryptophan. We have an indole ring present. This is called indole. This benzene ring fused with five-membered pyrrole ring. This is commonly called indole, natural. And this one is an amino acid, carboxylic alpha position. We have a amino group, and then we have alkyl group. This alkyl group is a characteristic. This is an amino acid, in fact. Now look at here, we have carboxylic acid produce H positive ion, which this amine nitrogen takes in. So it is protonated, this is deprotonated. So this is called Schweiterine form. Schwei in German means two. Schweiterine, two ions. One is cation, other is anion. Within a molecule, one cation and anion are present. So that's why this is called Sweater ion, in fact. So this is a SWI. It is ZWI SWI. It is been pronounced SWI, but it is written ZWI Sweater ion. So this is a Sweater ion basically occurs. So what functional group have we? Have nitrogen, hydrogen. We have carbon, oxygen, double bond. We have nitrogen, hydrogen bond. And similarly, in one of the resonance form, you see if this donates electron pair here, you shall get a carbon, nitrogen double bond. So it may also show such absorbance. Now look at this value, what we are getting at around this is 3400 approximately. This A value, definitely this is for NH, indolic NH, nitrogen, hydrogen, indolic. It is not making hydrogen bondings, but look at here, this nitrogen hydrogen bond is more hydrogen. This is just like a hydrogen bonded one, but it is not hydrogen bonded. This is a covalent bonded. So this is 3040. This is appearing around that range. So nitrogen is getting positive charge, but for hydrogen bonded or non-hydrogen bonded, here nitrogen have a negative charge, hydrogen have a positive charge. So negative positive, but here negative charge on nitrogen is decreased because it is making a full bond with hydrogen, not hydrogen bonding, but it is getting a positive charge. So electron deficiency is more on nitrogen rather hydrogen. So dipole is decreased. As a result, it is absorbing at lower value. Look at carbonyl. Carbonyl is appearing 1665. Carbon oxygen double bond. All right. So why this is appearing at lower value? Because here there is no oxygen hydrogen. Oxygen here is negatively charged, so it can donate electron density more easily. This is why carbon oxygen double bond is in conjugation with O negative. O negative can easily donate electron pair. It is better nucleophile. If you look at alkoxide are better nucleophile rather than alcohol. Why? Because that is charged. It can easily react with an electrophile. So these are the a few value I have highlighted in this case. So these are the very important ones. Just going quickly, I would like to finish this today. And similarly, look at this molecule. We have a carbon oxygen double bond, and this is amide. In fact, nitrogen hydrogen single bond, and similarly carbon carbon double bond. So anyhow, look at here. We are getting two such signals, right? So these two signal 3340 and 3140. Both of these are appearing due to what? They are amidic. One NH is different from the other, right? Two hydrogen with nitrogen are different. If you draw the resonance form, you shall see one of the nitrogen it shall be opposite to the carbonyl oxygen, and one shall be very close angle 30 degree it is making with this carbonyl. So they are distinct, they are different from each other. So that's why they are also appearing differently. And look at this B signals. They are appearing at 28, 40, and 29, 30. These are CH stretchings, all of these. All right, CH stretchings. And 1680 is this carbonyl, right? So this is a carbon oxygen double bond. And 1650 is what? In which we are having a carbon oxygen double bond. Due to resonance, nitrogen carbon double bond shall also be there. So this is appearing due to that 1650. All right. So this is the just very quickly I am going through. Here, this is a symmetrical molecule, have a carbon oxygen double bond, nitrogen have two methyl groups here. So you can see here, no, we shall not get any CH stretchings in this case, no CH stretching. But this B, which is appearing showing a little interaction, this is the one which is showing CH stretchings, which is appearing here, but no OH, no SH, no NH, no SH, and no OH in this molecule. So, but having only one intense absorbent, D, which is a carbonyl imidic, which is appearing around 1650, right? So this is the imidic carbonyl appearing in this case, but rest of the other, there is no such absorbent. These are all fingerprint region. which are carbon carbon single bond, carbon hydrogen single bond, carbon nitrogen single bond, carbon oxygen single bond, etc. are appearing in this region. This is the fingerprint region, in fact. So moving further, this is another where we have a aldehyde functional group attached to aromatic system. Here we have an amide group. So nitrogen, hydrogen, carbon, oxygen double bond. Now we have two carbon oxygen double bond here. One is ketonic, or sorry, amidic, and one is aldehydic. But this aldehydic carbonyl is conjugated, and this carbon oxygen double bond is not conjugated here, right? So we are having two absorbents appearing in this region around 1700. Look at here, 1695 and 1680. 1680 shall belong to this aldehyde, lower value, because it is conjugated, and 1695 shall belong to this amide. You remember amide normally appears 1650, but this is larger value, which is due to this system in this case. And similarly, it has another functional group, NH. NH is appearing where this is the basically OH, free water anhydrous water molecule is present in this case. When these absorbents A appearing 33 and 3260, these are NHs. NH is present in this case. Why two signals? One signal is due to hydrogen bonded, other is due to non-hydrogen bonded. This value around B is appearing at this one. This is a anyhow, this is not much clear to this. So if I move further, this is a more clear. This is the same spectrum perhaps, isn't it? NHCO and methyl and CHO. This is the same. Yes, we are just getting 29 CH stretchings. This is N. So this is the same spectrum, I think. And look at here. Oh, right, right. This has been done in different solvents. Look at the difference. This is the spectrum which is done in KBr, right? So we look at here what we are getting. We are not getting any intensive solvents. But look at when the same spectrum is done in Nujol. You see, we are getting much interaction here. Why? Because the Nujol is a hydrocarbon, so it has CH. This is a CH stretching. Do you see? This is dominating one in this case. All right. So this is showing due to Nujol, we are getting this signal. Same molecule. Same spectrum is done in chloroform. Now you see CH stretching signal is been decreased. Why? Because in chloroform we are getting CCl, which is this one. S. This is showing a carbon hydrogen, carbon chlorine stretchings. All right. So you can see these are the signal where we are getting 1600, 1700 something carbon oxygen double bond 2 carbonyls. So this is the effect, showing the effect of the solvent, in fact. So this is another molecule, probably this is the last one. We are having a carbon oxygen double bond, which is further attached in alkyl. This is a cyclic ester, commonly called lactones. Carbon nitrogen triple bond, oxygen carbon. So it is not much functional group, which show an absorbent, but this is a lactonic. Lactonic appears around 1775. And carbon oxygen double bond, carbon nitrogen triple bond, you have seen appear around 22 to 2300. In fact, look at here, this K which is present, this is due to moisture present in KBr. What this A is, this A is appearing 3100, which is CH stretchings. And what is this B which is appearing around? These are all saturated, and this is vinylic, mean sp2 hybridized carbon H stretching is appearing at larger value, and the other one is appearing at lower value. And this one, C, this is the one which show carbon nitrogen triple bond, which is 2250. And look at this D. D is this carbonyl system. So this carbonyl is showing D, which is 1770 approximately value. So this is 1770 lactones appear, cyclic esters appear at that range. So this is the just a few IR I have presented in this case, and you can study yourself, and any queries relevant to these tables of absorbance in different functional group. And similarly, these IR that I have presented, the effect of solvent in the end, and few functional group how they absorb. So this is just been highlighted in this case. So the IR I have finished. So I shall email you the my lectures, these presentations. So PowerPoint presentation, it is complete. And next time we shall discuss, inshallah, the UV. In next lecture, we shall start with UV visible spectroscopy.